President Biden is not on the ballot, but he has a lot riding on this election day in the USA. All that and more now on Graff's Grievances. It's election day in America, and the results of today's contests could give us great insight into who will win next year's presidential election. In Kentucky, I'm closely following the gubernatorial race between Democratic incumbent Andy Beshear and his Republican challenger, Attorney General Daniel Cameron. While the outcome matters greatly for Kentuckians, with reproductive rights and public school funding at stake, who wins the Kentucky governor's race has also proven to be a reliable predictor of which party will control the White House in the coming election. In 2011, 2015, and 2019, the party that won control of the Kentucky governor's mansion was the same party that won control of the White House in the next year's presidential election. So, if Beshear is able to win re-election tonight, that would be a very good sign for President Biden heading into 2024. But despite being an incumbent and one of the most popular governors in all of America, Beshear faces an uphill battle in deep red Kentucky. Former President Donald Trump carried the state in 2020 by nearly 26 points. Therefore, you can be certain that if Beshear is able to pull off a win tonight, in Mitch McConnell's backyard no less, that will immediately catapult the telegenic 45-year-old Beshear into contention for the Democratic presidential nomination in 2028. Watch out, Gavin Newsom. But outside of the bluegrass state, I also have my eyes on Ohio, where voters are deciding whether to add abortion rights to the state's constitution and whether to legalize marijuana for recreational use. Since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and the constitutional right to an abortion, the battle over reproductive rights has shifted to the states. Republican lawmakers banning the medical procedure outright in 14 states and restricting abortion access in 11 additional states, according to the Center for Reproductive Rights. This crackdown on freedom facing strong blowback from voters in even the reddest of states. In the 6 states where abortion access has been directly on the ballot since the overturning of Roe, abortion rights proponents have won, including in the deep red states of Kentucky and Kansas. Tonight, we will see whether that trend continues in Ohio, which has become a reliably red state. Should Ohioans decide to enshrine reproductive rights in their state constitution, that will only further buttress the case for President Biden to make abortion access a key tenet of his re-election campaign. The freedom to control one's body is also at the center of today's legislative races in Virginia, where all 140 seats in the General Assembly are up for grabs. The Commonwealth's Republican governor, Glenn Youngkin, promising to pass a 15-week abortion ban should his party take control of both chambers of the narrowly divided legislature. Despite not being on the ballot, Youngkin campaigning aggressively for Republicans across Virginia and spending more than $1 million on advertising pushing his 15-week abortion ban. The former private equity executive, hoping a big win tonight for Republicans, will not only crown him the next king of the GOP, but set him up for an extraordinarily late entrance into the current Republican presidential primary. Of course, should Democrats maintain control of at least one chamber of the legislature, Youngkin's ability to implement a 15-week abortion ban will be dashed, and his pie-in-the-sky fantasy of being elected president next year will spectacularly combust. And finally tonight, I will be watching the governor's race in Mississippi, where the Republican incumbent, Tate Reeves, is facing a stronger than expected challenge from Democrat Brandon Presley. I previewed the stunning contest that could see a Democrat in the governor's mansion for the first time in more than a decade, which I linked to in the description below. Thank you for watching this special Graf's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share, and join me tomorrow for more.